You're now tuning into
The Cover Gang.
What is going on, Cover Gang? It is time to go over all of the Christmas Day games as well as the Christmas Eve primetime games, Sunday Night Football. Probably one of the best games of the year. We're going to be going over in this episode. San Francisco and Baltimore both leading their conferences. Duel off on Christmas night at 8:15. So I'm excited. I think we already locked in our numbers in the recap video, but still excited to go over that one. But if you haven't already, tune in to our previous episode where we went over all the Saturday games and all the ones in the 1 o'clock slate. Me and Justin agreed on most, different I think on two, but seemed pretty locked in this week. I'm liking the lines a lot, but not the team, just the lines. uh, but anyways, Justin, he'll read off each spread, and we'll tell you how much we're putting on each game.
Yeah, I think that Monday Night Football game is the two Super Bowl favorites as far as odds go right now. So that'll be a great power ranking matchup. See who's really the big dog. Line is huge, though. It's already moved half a point in our direction. We'll see if it continues. But, yeah, like you said, let's get into these Sunday games. We got Jacksonville Jaguars visiting the Tampa Bay Bucks. Baker Mayfield is hot. He is hot right now. No way it can continue. I'm taking the Jaguars +1. Seems like the value side. We know what they do. They suck at home, and then they cover on the road. I like it at 1.5 units. Bounce back. Hopefully Trevor Lawrence gets out of that concussion protocol and his noggin checks out. And Baker, he kind of goes back to his normal self, which is not as good as he's been playing.
Yeah, he played a near perfect game last week. I'm fading him here as well. Jacksonville double unit play. The reason the line is set at what it's set at is because they think that Trevor Lawrence is not going to play, and they're still only given. It's still only a pick 'em. So they're telling you, they're just saying, "Oh, Trevor Lawrence isn't playing. Tampa Bay's playing really good right now. Jaguars are playing bad. Everybody come in on Tampa."
Mm-hmm.
I'll fade it. I'll fade it. Double unit. Jags +1. It's just the number.
Yep.
It's just a side.
I like it. All right. Next up, we got the Cardinals at the Bears. The Bears have been covering machines past few weeks. Justin Fields looks like he might the Bears have to make a really difficult decision on whether to move on from him or not. Cardinals, we tried to get cute and take them last week. We got stomped once again against the best covering team in football, the number one power ranked team in football right now. And I just feel like it's the top of the market for this Bears team. I've been riding them pretty hot, hit last 3 weeks, I think, covered every week. I like the Cardinals +4.5. I think it's the value side, and it's just a sell high spot on the Bears. I think this Cardinals team, it's not a lot of reason to take them except just for the number and just to sell high. So it's just a lot of these games this week, I don't have a lot of points. I'm just playing the number. A lot of favorites covered last week, so I'm going to go on a little more dog heavy this week. Yep, that's where I'm at. Regular unit, though, because it is the Cardinals.
Yep, no, I differ. I'm taking Chicago to cover the 4 at home. I think it boils down to, even though Kyler Murray, James Conner, that's the strength of that team. This Cardinals defense is horrible. I think Justin Fields will have his way with it. And the Bears' rush defense is playing really well. They stopped the run against Cleveland last week. And I think they'll have similar success against Kyler and James Conner. It feels kind of like that Browns-Chicago game that we went over in the middle of the week. I could see this number dropping a little bit, like to Bears favored by 3.5. The best you can get is Arizona 4. Mm-hmm. And we're sitting here right now. I can get the 4. I push, and you win off the 4. 4.5.
I said 4.5, and I look, and I don't see it anymore. So I bet it.
No, you can still get it on a couple bucks.
You can.
Yeah, okay. I'll give it to you. Yeah, you can
is it juiced? Where you see it?
It is. Stop showing me that. You can get it on FanDuel and PointsBet.
Okay. All right. Well, thank God. Yeah, I want the 4.5 if I can get it, because it does feel like a push kind of game for real.
At the 4, yeah. But no, like I said, I'm mainly just taking that
I thought the Vikings-Lions game was going to be a push until they put it on that 3.5, but it looked like the push game of the week too. But yeah. All right, we differ on this one. First one in the late game slate. Next up, we got the Patriots at the Broncos. Man, I want to take Denver right off the bat. I think everyone does, but it's just too big of a number. Like if this was 4.5, maybe 4, maybe plus 6.5, I'm gonna take the Patriots. They're ugly. They're the nasty, stinky dog of the week. I will take them to at least just cover. I mean, they're god awful, but I can't take Denver minus 6.5. Even after last week, I mean, they should bounce back at home. This is a bounce back spot. Who better to bounce back against than the Patriots? So I get it, but yeah, I'm not laying more than a regular unit with the Patriots. So plus 6.5 regular unit for me.
Yeah, same regular unit plus 6.5 on New England. Denver wins this game, no doubt, but I think the over/under sitting at 34. It's going to be a low scoring game. So with the 6.5, I could see Denver pulling out a 20-14 type game, 17-13 type game. They'll win. It's just 6.5. It's just too much to chew off. So I'll put a regular unit on it with you.
All right. Next up, we got the Raiders at the Chiefs. I don't think this line has moved at all.
Which is weird.
It is weird. Okay. We got one book showing 9.5 out there. I didn't see that, but
I don't see that right now, but that's fine.
FanDuel, make sure it's
That's
right.
it.
Yeah, this is a weird one because I'm looking at a really public source. You know, I would right off the bat, I'm thinking, okay, we took the Chiefs. We were scared until that comeback where they finally, cover. So I'm like, maybe I take the Raiders here, but no, I think I'm gonna take the Chiefs again. I'm gonna take them at minus 10. Not a great bet. The value is on the Raiders, but Chiefs have been looking pretty bad. Right here, I'm seeing 46% of your average bettors taking the Raiders plus 10 too. So I don't know about it. I get if you take the Raiders here, Tyler, but I don't know. I don't like this bet that much. I think that it's kind of a coin flip. If you look at their last 10 games, I think it's 5, covers for the Raiders, 5 for the Chiefs. It's just no real edge here. I like the Chiefs minus 10 more though. So regular unit.
Yeah, since the last time they played in Vegas, like you said, like you've been saying over the weeks, the Raiders defense has stepped up. Chiefs offense still didn't look good in New England last week. I'm taking Raiders plus 10 here. They're sitting at 6-8. They still have a shot to get into the playoffs. Divisional game, I understand Kansas City usually crushes Vegas, but this isn't the same Kansas City team, and I think that this should be more at like a 7.5 point spread, and it's at 10. So I'm just going regular unit because I really don't understand the number being that high. So yeah, give me Vegas.
Yeah, not a lot of points for us on that one. We just straight up, just picking a side. It just
not really a lot of points
feels
on
like
any of these. It's not like a match. I mean, I want to talk about. Baltimore and San
we've
Fran, but
seen
it's
so
like,
much of how this year's gone and how many backup quarterbacks are starting, how many coaches are gone. Like we're just playing the number at this point. I mean, last week we just tried to pick the better sides. It worked out decent for me, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't have a lot of points this week. I'm on a lot of dogs, but that is one of the favorites I'm taking. It's a big one, but don't like it a lot. All right, next up, we got the biggest spread of the week in this one. Giants at Eagles, divisional rival coming to Eagles town, and they really do look like they have a problem, don't they? They're struggling a little bit. You asked me, I think a few pods ago, Chiefs or Eagles, who has the bigger problem? I said the Eagles, but I didn't think they would lose to the Seahawks in Monday Night Football to Drew Lock. I didn't think it was that low. But yeah, I don't know. It sucks because it's like Eagles kind of beat up on the Giants. They're really good at home. They really need to bounce back, so they might just take it out all on them. But honestly, I just don't trust them to cover 12 against anyone right now. I think you have to really think about it and stick with this trend that they're not the same as we were handicapping them in the earlier part of the year. They got lucky in a few games in a row on a hot streak, but that luck has definitely fizzled out pretty bad. And yeah, I think it's just too many points for this Eagles team that's not looked as great. Plus 12 is a lot. DeVito, he's probably not playing right. He got concussion protocol. So yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah,
Tyrod Taylor. He's all
I
right
don't think
when
he's
you plug
completely
him in.
rolled out, but yeah, Tyrod is probably getting the start.
Yeah, I don't hate it. It's not a downgrade. It might be a downgrade in the public size, but it's probably not. It's just he's decent when you plug him in. He can cover. So yeah, I like Giants plus 12. Regular unit though.
Yeah, I think this is just more. Eagles need a win, and they need a win bad here. But it's how can this offense really get back rolling? Jalen Hurts coming off that loss against Seattle, asking, "Are we committed?" That's I think that he's the leader of that team more than Sirianni is. Everybody follows Jalen, and yeah, but it's just the Eagles haven't beat any team by more than 14 points. They beat the Bucks earlier in the season in Tampa Bay by 14 in a rainy game. So yeah, giving up 12 points, it's just a half unit play because I could see Philly really just trying to come out saying, "Hey, no, we're still a problem." Offense a little bit more buttoned up. Jalen Hurts playing good against a bad defense and starting to look more like they did at the beginning of the year. But and he had that illness and stuff too. Come back home, chill out a little bit, get to play late on a Sunday. So yeah, half unit play here for me. I'll take the points in the Giants, but I don't love it.
Yeah, it is that 4 o'clock spot too. We've seen the favorites just absolutely kill it in that spot this year. It's almost just like a lot of those 4 o'clock games. They get the largest favorite spreads of the week, and they just make it a snooze fest. It's just they beat them by 20 or something. So yeah, I don't love it either. I feel your points on this one. But next up, we got the Monday Night Football game. We did this pick already on the recap. We took Ravens at plus 5.5. It's down to 5 on most books. Sharps and Joes, they really like the 49ers here, I think.
Mhm.
It's tough. It's gonna be a battle. This is gonna be great
Well,
television,
so Ravens, they lost another running back. That hurts.
right?
49ers obviously rolling over everybody. They're at home, taking this game as serious as they've taken every game this year, completely healthy. So I do get it that it's more than 4 points. Up at 5.5, I was like, this is a little fishy. But yeah, no, I love Baltimore here, and it's that classic. These NFC teams don't really get to see Lamar, and it's hard to game plan for somebody that does what Lamar does. Primetime game, we talked about that last week. We were on the Ravens, and then Lamar showed out. And yeah, everybody thinks San Fran's untouchable, unbeatable. I could see Baltimore actually upsetting here, and so I'm riding with them. If double, triple unit, it'll be one of my bigger plays of the year. I'm gonna try to see if there's a lot of books out there that still have the 5.5.
Yeah, you
So
said, just to clarify, you said double unit on the recap, so that's where you're at, plus 5.5. It looks good because I'm looking at another book right now. I didn't realize it's down to 4.5 on that one, so it's coming true. We said it would get down to 4.5, 4 come kickoff, and you like to see it because 70% of the bets coming in on the 49ers, a little bit of reverse line movement in that one. We're liking the way it's looking. I don't know. You got double unit. I said a unit and a half, if I remember correctly, so yeah.
yeah, but no, they I think Baltimore wins outright.
I could see it. I like it. They really.
Christmas,
You're right. They don't.
Christmas night.
You're right. They don't get to see Lamar a lot, and these NFC teams, and it's a different kind of squad to go against. Really, Ravens.
Yeah. So, but they have, they have fast linebackers, fast defensive ends and stuff. So they'll try to contain him as much as they can. But he just, like when he played the Rams, Aaron Donald had 10 different times he had him in his grasp to sack him, and Aaron Donald couldn't get him down. So what makes you think Chase Young and Nick Bosa is going to come off the side and just be able to yank him down? He's playing MVP football right now, and I'm not gonna. And on the other side, it's the 49ers are second in the league in pass attempts. So that just shows how much they lean on that running game. And I just think that Roquan and Queen, I can't remember his first name, but Queen, they're fast linebackers too. So I don't think that San Fran and McCaffrey's just able to run the ball at will. Kind of makes Purdy have to throw into and you got Kyle Hamilton, the
Did you
safety for the
say
Ravens.
did you say the 49ers are second in pass attempts? So like they're second most pass attempts? Is that what
No, they have the second least amount of pass
Okay.
attempts.
Oh, I got you. I was like shocked. I was like, "What?" And then okay, yeah, it makes sense. Never mind.
They have like top 5 passing yards with the second least.
Because
amount.
it's that yak. It's the yards after catch for them. They just get it to Debo or Christian.
when you get
they
the
run
game,
30 yards.
When you get the running game going too, you get a lot of play action, type long shots down the field. We've seen San Fran all year. I mean, they deserve to be favored. They're the number 1 team in the NFL.
But we know it should be 3.5. We know it. Ain't no way.
It should not be more than 4. They're not giving Baltimore respect here. But yeah, I think that's where the books, the number one thing they're not seeing is that San Fran they don't have to play Lamar. I can't remember the last time. I don't know if Kyle Shanahan's defense has played Lamar yet. So, but yeah, I feel good about it. I hope 49ers finally lose one.
Yeah, for real. For real. It's hard to fade that team. They're like a juggernaut, bro.
Great game to watch, though.
Is that it for this week? Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. That's the last game.
Yeah,
that's Christmas night, 8:15.
We didn't disagree on too many. I think total 4? Yeah, something like that.
Something
1,
like that.
2.
Yep.
Yeah, we disagreed on 4. Cool. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Let's cover the spread. As always, peace. Good luck betting in week 16. Hope the dogs do well. We're on them heavy. Thanks for tuning in. Merry Christmas to everyone. Be safe traveling out there. Don't get the COVID. If you do, stay home. Peace.